Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
All day, baby, all day.
That's it. Right there, yeah.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check three. Shoot.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
No, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously, the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you had multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Jordan Reed has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Back, 20.
Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing.
Touchdown! from Chicago. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game. Josh Lambo set to
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, that. Mike, put it.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 31. Check 31. Hey, get him. Get him. Get him. You got him. 36. 36.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
Come on. Run.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's what I'm talking
A
about.
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 8.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Brady on the bootleg. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Alpha.
That's good.
Tight end right.
First down.
We got action. Reload.
1st down. Here's the run with Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Hey, Bolt 66.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
72.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, watch this.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80.
This way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, check it.
Mike 20. Mike 20. Time to go. Night, night. Hey, Mike 20. Mike.
Hey, 66. All right, here we go. Wait for the end.
Check this.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd
Check
down.
13. Check 13.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Good work, boys.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A gain of 29 yards.
We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
He can't hang.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I'm coming after you. I get it.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Go, 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 run, run, run.
Landon Collins made the tackle. A gain of 4.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
7-7.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 58.
20.
Newton now to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Touchdown, defense. He's coming. We got double up. Watch out.
Hey, ball 66.
Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
20. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's just me and you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
They Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
18-yard line.
Wait, set. 53.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Hey, Alabama.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They go play action here on 1st down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Check your hot read.
Protein spill.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, switch.
Hey, hot.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
You got him. You got him.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. He's checking. Crash.
He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's third down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Go, go.
Wide, get wide! Check! Shift! Show an eight!
Hard. Go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Play that tight D.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch the twist! SOS.
The final shot before break. Hill.
Check 26.
And this is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the slant!
Hey, 66.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Comes to me, it's me.
Hey, orbit.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now a play fake. Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
Alabama, 380.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just
Go there, then.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Topper!
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Hill. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it with Henry on first down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, 14, he's going deep. Get him.
Back to throw, Newton. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it again with Henry. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Ready, 8.
No gain on that.
20.
Check 4.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. On third down, Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Hey.
Greystone, travel. Down.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
Check it, reload. Hey, Mike, 20.
Smooth. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Quick that.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Kill.
To throw, it's Brady. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Hey, seam 6. Ready.
On first down, Hill. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Corey Liggett makes the stop. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And now he'll tuck it and run. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
218, chop it.
Watch the pass.
He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Michael Palardy now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch 54. Come on, boy.
Newton to throw.
Don't be scared of it.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close.